Today in Fantasy News, I'm Quentin Dark Stink Adams coming to you with this special report. Here's our host, Dark Stink Q. Hello folks. In Keeper League news, I've come to bring you a special report as we enter fantasy season and the draft upcoming. Beware, there's been an ongoing conspiracy that I've yet to prove that Billy the Shrimp Master and Pokey CT have conspired to manipulate Nick the Clone Garcia and Andy the Winter Soldier Garcia. The two brothers, in separate instances, were kidnapped from their homes and locked away for weeks at a time. After the return of Andy, we noticed different things. He didn't knock over the cameras much. We noticed his hands weren't quite the same. And Nick, in a ploy, saying he moved, disappeared for about 2 weeks. No one saw or heard from Uncle Nick. When Uncle Nick came back, things were different. We have reports that I'll expose as we go further into the season if needed. But Uncle Nick has totally changed. If you watch the shows, the whole scene has changed. We think he was kidnapped and taken to a special location where he's now being transmitted. I'm sorry, it's such a harrowing news. In other reports, Pokey CT has gone missing. He rarely shows up, only shows up on occasion. I think he only shows up to make sure Nick is properly programmed. If you watch shows since Nick has returned, you notice he tends to glitch 3 or 4 times during the show, and he laughs it off. But Dark Stink, I sit there from the top of the rafters watching, and I notice the clone outs. Andy, well, he's always been a little off, so it's hard to notice the Winter Soldier programming, but I tested it myself. I put the codes in, and he glitched out hard. He was knocking over cameras, pulling cards out of everywhere. We know the programming happened, but we didn't know why. Now, as fantasy draft approaches, we see it was happening now. Nick glitched out. Last week I tried to do a trade, and all of a sudden Pokey CT's name came up, and Nick glitched out. He dropped the phone. He disconnected the call. If this is proof, folks, just like the Kennedy conspiracy, I see it. I'm exposing it, and I'm at a secret location because they're gonna try to get me next. But this reporter will not be deprogrammed. I do way too much for anything to last. I shit it out, so they can't get me. But I'm here to tell you to watch out. Billy and Pokey CT are on a mission. Since they can't win fantasy on their own, they're gonna try to manipulate Nick and Drew so they can make dumb trades. Pokey Damas got me with a dumb trade. He manipulated me with his voodoo that he do. But it's not gonna happen this time. I'm warning you, beware. If Nick or Drew offers you a crazy ass trade that you know they wouldn't offer, report it. We need to take down the clones. Save Uncle Nick and Drew from themselves. Save our fantasy season. Anoint me champion, and we will be satisfied. I'm gonna be the champion. I'm gonna defeat the clones. I'm gonna take down Pokey CTs, Pokey Damas. I'm gonna take down Billy and his shrimp manipulation. This will be the year of the Duke Master. This is Q Stupid Productions with this emergency report. Beware of the clones. They are in depth. They are ingrained into our fantasy season. They're commissioners. So beware. If you see something stupid, report it, because we have to fight the clones. Fight the clones.